Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're here to talk about Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. And as always, I have the lovely Insect Hashira Michelle. I have the lovely Stone Hashira Raul.
Howdy, howdy.
I have the beautiful, gorgeous Wind Hashira Ramon. And I see a little bit of a Rengoku in me, so I'm gonna be the Flame Hashira. At least
R.I.P.
that's who I inspire to be. All right.
There you go.
No, but we're here to talk about Infinity Castle, and we're super excited. There's only one person in here that did not see that movie, so we're not gonna say who.
Shame.
But we're gonna catch up a little because this person, Ramon, you weren't here last time we recorded. And it's been a while, so we want to hear what you're doing, and once we kind of hear about what we all been up to, we'll talk about the movie because I'm super super excited, and unless you've seen this movie, you should really avoid spoilers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just now catching up with TV finally, so it's been a nice little run. Probably like the most favorite thing that I'm watching right now is Alien Earth. Absolutely one of the best shows out there. If you love the Alien series, the movies, it's beyond movie quality. Like I think even Sigourney Weaver was kind of questioning if it's like, how's this show? Like how's this a show? Because it's so good. Even Carlos, I think it was like the last episode, not the most recent one, but it seemed like an alien movie, like just one of the old school alien movies. Everything about it's beautiful. That sci-fi world already interests me so much, but you throw some xenomorphs in there, and it's just a good time. Catching up on some Kaiju number 8. Dan is always kind of in the background eventually. It's always fun. But yeah, and other than that, a lot of Bluey. I finally get Bluey, guys.
Really?
Yes. I mean, this is the reason why I haven't been able to watch too much TV and too present. Is just I have a daughter, a little baby now, and it's we're at that point where we're watching Bluey. And Carlos, I get it, man. You talked about it like a couple of years ago or something. Like,
dude, I still feel that it's too early for your daughter to really catch on to Bluey, but you're gonna definitely be playing Bluey for a long time. I finally feel like my daughter graduated where we're watching Kif, and Kif, that one's also great if you haven't heard of it or haven't seen it on this. It's about a squirrel and this bunny, and to me, it's like the natural evolution after your kids are kind of like outgrowing Bluey. You go to and you show them Kif, which again, it's on Disney Plus. But I'll have to talk to you about that one later on the side.
And I'm obviously not going to be like, oh my God, Bluey's like the reason why Bluey's good. And I get the hype now. It's a show, like it's just very beautifully made. It's very artistic. Episodes reference like movies and songs and like these things are so minimal. Like, I mean, so like subtle that like the person watching it regularly would just think it's a kid show. But like it hits some hard topics for the adults. Like, I don't know what kind of stuff like Bandit the dad goes through, but he be having those blank stares sometimes. Dude, like, oh my God, that's me. Like, what's going on?
I think Bluey was like the most watched show like ever. Like recently, kind of gained that title, and I don't know if you're aware, but they decided to stop showing Bluey, not because it wasn't popular. I don't really understand the reasons behind why Bluey's no longer continuing. I thought it was eventually going to come back as maybe like an evolution of like, okay, Bluey's grown up, so now we're going to go through what he's because Bluey's a girl, what she's leading as and I don't know if you knew that. That caught me by surprise when I found out Bluey as a girl.
Seen a single episode of Bluey.
Okay, well, Bluey's a girl and Bingo's a girl, and like but it stopped, and I just feel like
Bluey's a boy.
It's a girl.
It's a girl. It's a girl.
It's Bluey and Bingo. They're sisters.
Yeah, they're sisters.
All right.
But yeah,
I haven't watched it much. It's my son's a little older.
Yeah, it's such a money maker, and I cannot understand. My brain cannot ration now like why it stopped and why it doesn't continue. Because again, it's just like it's a gorgeous like 10 minutes each episode. Or
beautiful too. Like the animation's like colorful and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, anyways, adult life, but it's still watching kid shows. Dude, so it's beautiful.
We'll do a Blue episode, man. Just tell me when you're all caught up.
No, hey, there's and not that type of person, but like randomly end up on like conspiracy theories about like the parents being random stuff that people like to find. But it's one of those like kid shows.
The one about having the cuck chair in the bedroom.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. But yeah, I mean. And honestly, the last thing I'll say about Bluey, I think it's just one of those shows that like it makes you mad that maybe you didn't have that kind of childhood because it's just all about like playing games. Like each episode is the parents playing games or the dad playing games with the kids, and it's just so cheerful. Even if you're just watching it, like you're right. Like my daughter has no clue what's going on, but she likes like the little girls giggling and the parents like running around and doing stuff. anyways, I mean, it totally beats her watching anime right now. I can't definitely not do that. So at least we'll stick with some somewhat more age appropriate stuff.
Yeah.
But no, other than that, just just trying to catch up on little things here and there. So yes, now I'm open to recommendations. I do stay up still pretty late just trying to watch these things, so sleep deprived all the time, but it's worth it. So if I can stick around for the next episode, I will. Just tell me what to watch.
Nice. Yeah, there's definitely some things that I would like to talk, after we're done with this. I don't mean to jump in front of you guys, but I'm just gonna say the most recent thing that I saw that I know it's available on streaming, but you gotta pay for it, and I'm hoping maybe it'll become free next month. It's the movie Weapons, which is like it's a horror movie that I just saw last week in a movie theater where me and my wife were the only ones in there, and man, dude, that only added to the experience. I think I texted Ramon, and honestly, Ramon, I wasn't texting you to be like, "Oh, hey, I'm watching Weapons." I was more texting you like, in case something happens. In case something happens to me, this is the last location where we were at, because I was that freaked out watching Weapons.
I believed it because I'm like, dude, imagine some little kid pops up behind you.
Dude, it was definitely an experience, and I do want to say, like, once you're past like the first third of the movie, it gets a little bit less creepier, and by the end, you're kind of having like a laugh. Like it's kind of like something happens that I wish I had experienced with a bunch of people because thought it was freaking hilarious in Weapons. So I'm gonna push for that one and come Halloween around because I think it's a perfect movie to talk about. It was very, very popular. It's one of the, I think, funniest
Can
movies.
we watch it together?
No, we cannot watch it together. And that guy's directing Resident Evil as his next project, so I'm like really excited for that.
It's a barbarian guy, right?
Yeah.
That was a fun movie too.
I don't know how you handle horror movies, Michelle, if you're a fan of them or not. Oh, you do?
There you go.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do. I actually prefer gory horror movies or more like thriller type.
Are you a
I think I
Terrifier
mentioned
fan?
the last time that zombie ones are not like.
Yeah.
That,
Oh yeah.
But
Because
I did get convinced to watch 28 Years Later. I mean, you guys talked about it, and then a friend talked about it who's very into that franchise. And I was like, okay, dude. He's like, they're not zombies. They're attacked by a rage virus, which is different.
I will say that I think the 20 Years Later, especially the new one's more of a commentary, like of what it's trying to say than like, I don't know.
Interesting.
You saw it, Ramon? Is that what it's
all of them?
Okay.
All of them.
No, I didn't
because
watch
the first
one.
Oh, okay.
Because the first one's pretty much a commentary on because like a big part of it is more of like how people are also dangerous, not just the zombies.
Right. So I'm gonna watch them because it's spooky season.
Then
I'm gonna be texting one of you, like all of you guys, like I'm scared while I'm taking out the garbage.
Have you seen any of the Terrifier movies? Because you said you like the
I
blood.
Haven't.
No, okay. Like Art the Clown. Have you seen any of those?
I haven't. I'll say that I haven't really watched like newer horror movies. I always kind of go back to some of like the older or the classics and stuff.
Poltergeist.
We got recommendations, but one of the newer ones you should watch is When Evil Lurks. Still stuck.
Yes.
Still stuck on the top.
It's in Spanish.
It's a Spanish
Argentinian
movie.
I actually love like foreign horror movies, especially like ones. Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Quarantine. That's a good one too.
That is a good one.
I'm surprised they haven't made like an American version of it, especially now it's been like 2 years since we saw that movie. But I'm like actually surprised.
I don't know if it would have the same kind of like connection to the
they
like
never
do.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying to the freaking possessions, because like America as a whole, like the United States as a whole, is not very like, oh my god, like Exorcist. Like besides the movie like history of it, but like besides that, like they're not very fundamental. We're not fundamentally like, oh my god, like exorcisms and these people are possessed.
Scare me so
much. You gotta watch When Evil Lurks. It's literally one of the top.
It's so good.
And I love horror movies, and I have like
so
lists for that.
Good.
Like when me and Carlos watch it, it's stuck high up there. It's never gonna go down. It's like you gotta watch
look at it. It's an exorcism type movie.
Yeah.
Or possession type.
Yeah. That's more of it.
And Argentinian
and gory.
Yeah, I do like gore. Yeah, like the Saw movies were like my favorite.
No, imagine kind of like Pan's Labyrinth.
Oh yeah, I like Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah, but like Argentinian scary, not just kind of like weird body type of thing, but just in general like a horror movie.
Well, I'm gonna be putting up my Halloween decorations tomorrow, so for me Halloween starts tomorrow because they're going up. I don't care what people say; it's not too early. It's already middle.
It's
September.
never too early.
Mm-hmm.
Michelle, what have you been watching or doing since the last time that we talked?
I've been watching Dan season 2. Has been
nice.
What I've been watching in terms of anime. actually really dived into like, I guess, video gaming a little bit more.
Yeah.
I'm playing an old game.
Which one?
Playing on it's on my Switch, but it's Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic.
Is it okay? It's not like it's not an updated version, right? Just like the original.
It's the old one, but it's cool. It's a lot of fun. I really like RPG type games. And this is just cool because it's very much like choose your own adventure. If you're not familiar.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar with it.
Yeah, I figured you would be. So I thought it was like really cool, and that's where I'm at right now.
Do you know the twist of it?
A little, but don't tell me anything. Right now, I know that there is something.
Yeah.
I don't remember the full details because it was explained to me and I've seen stuff.
Yeah.
But right now I'm a light Jedi, and then once I pass the game, I'm going to play it again, but do the dark path.
Oh, nice.
Like I know the twist, and like I played that game. I think it's just like when it came out, I feel like that the machines, like the Xbox, it was for Xbox when I was around when it came out. I just feel like it couldn't handle it, or it was back in those days where like loading would take forever. Where I think if it more of an updated version came out today, where it was like, hey, like things are a little bit more like faster, you don't have to wait for the loading screen. Like I would probably enjoy it, but I remember like back in the day, like I just didn't enjoy it. But it's always a twist. I've always known because the twist is so famous about that game. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's pretty good. It doesn't take forever to load or anything like that.
They were doing a remake of it, and I think something happened with the studio. I don't know if they got people complain about like their working conditions or something happened. So like it's been a little quiet on that front, but they did announce there is a trailer, and it was supposed to be something they're working on, but like a remake or I think it was gonna be a remake, or it was gonna be like a brand new Knights of the Old Republic. Yeah. So I don't know where that project's currently at.
I know they have a second one, right?
We do have a second one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's kind of like a very famous cover of like the Sith lore on it.
I like all of the lore. That's what I enjoy.
Yeah, no, I mean we should have
gotten. Star Wars doesn't have any lore.
We should have gotten a Knights of the Old Republic movie a long time ago because they just keep milking the same cow, and that cow's just run out of milk.
That's what I keep hearing. That'd be cool. There's a lot of story there.
Yeah, for sure. Ro, what about you? What have you been up to, my man?
I've been gaming a lot too, but that's because I've been spreading democracy all over the universe ever since.
If that's what you call it.
That's what you call it.
Helldivers.
Okay.
Helldivers came on Xbox like 2 weeks ago, so I've been staying up probably way too late playing a lot of that. So, and I'm a couple levels away from being able to buy a mech, so I'll be walking around in a mech in the game.
Okay, that sounds cool.
No, it is.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Yeah. But yeah, I've been playing a ton of that. Watching, honestly, mostly animes. I'm kind of behind on Peacemaker, so I gotta catch up on that.
I started watching a little bit of that.
It's funny, dude. Peacemaker is so funny. Like it's funny in a way where you shouldn't really support the jokes, but they're so funny. I don't want to talk about them, but they're just hilarious.
No, like I love the concept, and I don't know. I'm a big DC nerd, so I'm waiting for a couple of them to pile up so I can watch them. But yeah, I saw the first 2 or 3 episodes.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the 3 big anime that I'm watching that are new is Lord of Mysteries. I don't know if that's considered anime because it's Chinese, but it's so good. Michelle, honestly, you should watch it.
I know. I think I have it on my list.
No, it has like a whole tarot theme to it too, which is why you should watch it.
Okay. What was it called?
Lord of Mysteries. It's Chinese though, but it looks awesome. That one, the gacha, whatever, I don't know how you pronounce it, but
yeah,
the one with the gloves.
Yeah.
And then Clevitis is so good too.
Okay.
So been watching those. Plus all the kaiju number 8s and Dan and
yeah, some of these are about to be over, so then I don't know what's coming. You know what? I think there's things coming. Even Jujutsu Kaisen's coming back in January, so that's around the corner. Yeah.
There's movies too coming out, like Chainsaw Man.
Dude, that Chainsaw Man movie. If we could somehow make it work where, we don't have to sit together, but at least be in the same movie theater, let me know, because I really want to see it.
Can we sit together?
Man, we can't. I feel like Michelle's too cool for us. Like, she has a group of friends. And it's okay that we can say we know her, but I don't know if I can say we're friends, but
we can wait from a distance.
You have to sit like 3 rows behind me.
I do. I can say I know her and we work together, but I don't know if we're friends.
Yeah, you're the guy waving at the girl, and she's just like, I'm looking the other way.
And you were in high school.
You guys can sit with me.
That's great.
As long as nobody's around.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I think the next Chainsaw Man movie is going to be like super great. I don't think, we're ready, Ramon. So I don't know again if you want to stick around, but we're going to talk about Demon Slayer. But yeah, this Demon Slayer movie is just amazing. The whole we did say we're going to have like a free spoilers, like non-discussion on it. I don't know how
in the beginning. Yeah.
I think I'll head out because even that's enough.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
I don't trust Carlos. No, I'm kidding.
Well, you saw everything from Demon Slayer before the movie.
Yeah,
I've caught up to the show.
So, are we doing a recap or are we doing a review? Because I don't need a recap.
I mean, the only non-spoiler thing that I wanted to talk about was like the Infinity Castle itself. Like, I just think
it's so cool.
I think the concept of it, I think the way it looks, the way everything. I think it's just such a unique thing that it could even surpass the show itself for me. Like the idea of an Infinity Castle, it feels like something that
you can have a whole show in there.
Like, I feel like I'll see that in like being a reference in like Ready Player 3 or whenever that book's written or something. Like, I just feel like it's such a cool concept, Ramon. Like, obviously you've seen it, you know what it is, but like in the movie theater, even seeing it was just insane.
Was so cool.
Yeah.
So, like, I think we showed you might be trapped in the Infinity Castle.
I'm on floor 160.
God, dude, all you have to do, like, I was just thinking, like, all you gotta do is like drop them and leave them there. Like, they're never. How can they get out? Like, how can they eventually will starve to death?
No, because they'll run.
They're wasting energy. They legitimately, once they win in the Infinity Castle, you can just get rid of them by just letting them like live there for like 2 weeks, and they'll dehydrate and
No, because they'll use their special breathing to live longer.
I don't know. Yeah. That's
I'm trying to find a way.
That's as far as like non-spoilers.
So
yeah,
and we can just say that this is another non-spoiler. I think like visually.
Well, you reposted that whole thing about it being a nominee for.
Yes, it is in the running to win an Oscar.
That's amazing.
I think it might be a nominee. It met the criteria. It's a game changer because I think prior it's only been like Studio Ghibli who's really been
Japanese
who's been like
because besides that, it's been like DreamWorks and Sony and Disney and stuff like that.
So this year this one movie won that's like about a cat, and it's like
yeah,
and that one, my understanding, the reason why it got so hype, like such a hype, is because it was made like in a program that's very outdated. It's a weird movie. Well, it won for like, to me, if you ask me, for strange reasons, but I
feel like this would be like the first like anime studio though.
Yeah,
I think
that's
besides Ghibli.
Well,
I think it's gonna make a lot. It's been making a lot of money. I think it's gonna make a lot of money, and I think when you make that much noise, like, it's almost impossible to like ignore. Honestly,
and they stretched it for like a period of years because the next movie until like
27
like years. It's 27 and then
29.
Wow,
it's insane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like they really drew it out for like another 4 years.
Well, watching this movie, Ramon, because it's 2 hours and a half. Like, I wouldn't cut a minute of it, but I could see somebody that would have said like, "Hey, we don't need this. Let's make it a tight 2 hours." And I probably would have had as much fun as watching the 2.5 hours. But like, they legitimately like put everything they could out there. And I think I started from a manga reader. I think they added things that like I don't think were part of the manga. So I think even the creators like, what, this
storytelling.
I feel like the creator was like, hey, this could spice it up a little if I add this kind of to the back, backstory or whatever. Because there's some scenes that we'll talk about that I'm like, I do not recall that at all being part of like the main manga story.
Because I was gaming with like Jose and Omar and all them today before this. And I was talking about it, and they thought that this movie was like the whole rest of the manga, but I was like, no, there's still gonna be more movies. And he's like, what? He was kind of surprised, but so that kind of tells me that they did probably add more to it. But in general, Demon Slayer has added like more to the story, or like with the animation and different stuff like that. And and obviously it's been generally good stuff because it's been received pretty well.
I think it's one of those things where like, you could write a book today, it could be a successful book, and then you relook at your work 10 years later and you're like, well, why didn't I, do this or do that? And I think that's just something that, if you let the creator just be like, hey, I was sort of under the gun when I wrote this and I would like to do this. Like, why not, man? Like, make these movies 3 hour longs. Yeah, make it like a 3 hour long movie. I don't care.
I would have been fine.
Michelle, were you ever get any of those cups, like fancy cups from your movie theater?
No,
Ah,
no,
God
because I
damn it,
think they
dude.
only had them at like AMC, and I didn't go to an AMC theater.
We
the
saw,
ones with the swords?
yeah, we saw people with them on our way out, but when we got there, like they were
Sold
none.
out.
There was nothing.
There
There was
was
no
nothing.
cards. There was no bucket. There was
I
nothing.
got cards.
I know you and your homie, but we got nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing.
We
Dang,
got Conjuring and Black
Black
Swan,
Swan
posters.
Really
Yeah.
cool Black Swan
Black
posters.
Swan, like
Yeah.
the old Black Swan?
Yeah.
Like with
Portman Black
Mila
Swan?
Kunis and
That's
Natalie
wild.
Portman.
Why
How?
did
Yeah.
they
Like,
have
just
those?
have those around? Like,
I don't know. They must have been doing like an anniversary
No,
show
yeah.
of it.
It's kind of like a re-release type of
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It's like they had two posters from one. One was like the white one, and the other one was like the dark one. So I was like,
Nice.
dude, like I should have gotten more of them because I could have done something really artistic with them.
That's a hard thing to collect, man. I see your wall back there, but yeah,
I know.
they take up space. All right, guys. Well, I'm
I have
diving
plenty
into
of
the
wall.
Infinity Castle. Yeah, put some stuff up, man. I'll give you some stuff.
I do have other posters. I just haven't put them up because I procrastinate.
I'll go do it for you. I got you. All right, guys. I'm diving into the Infinity Castle. You guys have fun, and I'll hear this later.
To the sound effect. Oh man! Oh, my face just got bigger all of a sudden.
No, your face did the same. Just your box got bigger.
Yeah, my box got bigger. No, man. I don't know who wants to start, Michelle. You want to start us off. It's just a lot to it. I'm super happy with what we got. I don't think it's a perfect movie, but it's as perfect as it could have been, and it's a perfect story. I think that was told.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I'm interested to see why you didn't think it's a perfect movie. But so for me, I'll start off saying that
Yeah.
I did not read the manga. I'm pretty much anime only, but I will say that I am slightly manga spoiled.
Oh, okay.
So I did know about what was like Shinobu's fate. Like I knew that in the battle. Now we can talk about like spoilers, right?
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I knew that she was gonna die in her battle with the upper two, Doma.
Yeah, Doma.
I just didn't know and I knew that she was going to be absorbed and all of that. I just didn't know how quick it was going to be and the other details of the battle. But what I really liked is they had amazing battles, and they had three really amazing. It was her and Doma, Zenitsu.
Oh my god!
I forgot the other guy's name.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Giyu, Tanjiro, and Akasa. Oh my god, all of them iconic. Beautiful. I loved it. And I love the additional backstory that we got. So with Shinobu's story, she's one of my favorite characters. I know that she was wanting to avenge her older sister, and there was always this thing of she looks so petite and she looks so kind, but she held on to so much anger and just was held on revenge and everything. So it was kind of
but she always held it in too.
She held it in.
Yeah.
It was just kind of cool to just see her story. And one of the things I like a lot about the show is that you can everybody has such a unique story, and you can just connect with different elements of each person, and no one story is the same. So Shinobu, or someone being so petite, she's not even strong enough to chop a demon's head up, and which is why her sword is so unique in the way that it is, and she works poisons. I just think is really cool, and it's you don't have to be as big as the Stone Hashira or to really to fight or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And it was just so cool because she shows this other element. She works a lot with poisons, and I think that's different. I think that's more you have to be a little bit more strategic. It's just relying on your strength.
Her sword is just like that tiny little piece at the end.
Yeah.
Looks
and
cool.
It was so cool how her sword worked too. At the twist, and it would be a different kind of poison. I don't know if it was always designed that way or she made it specifically for this battle, but I thought that was a really cool that they gave us.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of Green Arrow and what's his name?
Yeah. I feel like with her in this fight, she kind of got the short end of the stick, because if you see a lot of the fights, it's always either two Hashiras or multiple people fighting an upper moon. Mm-hmm. You not only is she probably not ranked the highest of all the Hashiras, but you put her against an upper moon too, and it's just a one-on-one fight. I don't think any of them, would have been successful. I think to fight an upper moon, especially in the top 4, you need minimum two people. Two people, and that's maybe everybody at that point is gonna die. Nobody lives. They all come out losing. But yeah, like I think her alone, it was always gonna be like ended. It was gonna end bad. It's freaking because I think with somebody else, with her poisons weakening, slowing Doma down, somebody else could have gotten that clean, like chopped the head off. But just her on her own, like it's never gonna happen.
And I think she always knew that too. I think going into that, she knew, and I know something else. So this is more manga, so I was okay. I think she just kind of knew, and I was a little disappointed at like how quick her death was into the movie and all of that. Like this is one thing that I really like about Demon Slayer is that they get you so first of all just invested in the characters, and then really in the action of what's happening. And I was like on the edge of my seat, and then they just like throw some kind of a curveball or something happens, and you're like I can't tell you how many times I guessed when I was watching the movie, and I was like, "What do you mean? Like she's dead? Like he got her? Like?"
And I bet you there's still people because we don't know what's gonna happen, and there's probably people that still believe that maybe if you kill him, like she'll pop right back outside from his body. So I don't know, what could happen.
I'm like nervous for Kano because she just showed up. And
I know.
She's already. Well, when we left her, she's already like cut and bleeding. So yeah.
But it was kind of cool how like Shinobu, like I remember she right before she died did something with her fingers, and I was like, what was that? Did I imagine it? And then it was like sending a signal to her. I was like, she is again not strong, but she is so smart.
Well, she is strong because like there's different kind of strengths.
Yeah,
and
I guess you could say she's not physically strong.
Yeah,
but she is again very strategic. She uses her own personal strength.
Yeah, and honestly, probably the a big thing for me that I'm kind of glad now. So I started watching Demon Slayer with my son. So we just finished like we saw Mugen Train recently. Oh, that devastated my son, by the way, with the Rengoku.
My son was devastated watching Shinobu die. He turned to me and he's like, she died. And like 5 minutes after, I can't believe she I think he got teary-eyed. I was like,
yeah, you grow to care for these like people.
Yeah, the two biggest besides stuff in Naruto, like for my son, it was JJK spoiler, Nanami, and then Rengoku, like legit, like we were crying in each other's arms. Yeah. So right after that is when he's with Shinobu, kind of recuperating and all that stuff. So I'm glad that I saw that recently because it kind of put all of this more in perspective. And if you keep in mind, I forgot her name, the mentee that always have the coin, like
yeah,
yeah. This is really like the first time that you really see her and get to interact with her, but like post coin with Tanjiro. So like I meant to kind of see what she does, and because she's making her own choices now, like without having to like let fate or chance kind of dictate any of it.
I loved how she has flower breathing. Like
I know, I saw that. I was like, oh, just like the sister.
No, the only thing I wanted to say is because, in this movie, I guess I did not expect that scene to be introduced in this movie. I thought we would get the Doma and her in the next movie. So I was really surprised that, like, they went through the trouble of introducing him, kind of giving Doma like a little bit of his backstory.
His voice too, I hate it.
Well, yeah, what I want to say is like out of all the upper moons, he's the one that I have never been a fan of whatsoever. Like I don't like him. Yeah. I know people like how he looks and they think he's like handsome, but I don't like him at all. I think he's the actual only one that ever portrays him as being like a true serial killer. Like this person, since the moment since the moment he was born, he was just like, wanted to like hurt people, kill people. I think we'll learn more about that maybe in the next movie.
He wanted to help people, according to his backstory.
In a weird, twisted way.
Yeah.
By ending their misery.
Well,
and then Eren Yeager type of way.
In order for Muzan to approach them, he must have, once he got a little bit older, and again, your urges change from when you're a kid to when you're like a teenager. So who knows as a teenager what kind of things he could have been doing to people, different things. He's like the one that I just like. He makes me sick, man. And just the idea that
he's creepy.
He could be stronger than Akasa. Like I just like I don't see. Like I do not understand. I wish we would get like some kind of like little story on the side where like I see that fight and I see why he's able to defeat Akasa. I don't know if he's older than Akasa, but it's just one of those things where like I don't understand how this. It's just an upper moon too. Like I don't get it. I don't get it. It makes me mad. I'm sorry. Like I just want to punch him in the face.
Well, he's creepier, and the big part of him is that you don't really like understand him because it's hard to relate to him unless you're also kind of like a sociopath. But with Akasa, he's a lot more. You're able to be more empathetic towards him because you understand his motivation. His motivation is like strength, and he admires strength, and he wants to turn more people into demons, and he kind of wants to challenge himself and kind of just fight against strong people, which is a very well used trope in anime shows, stuff like that. But with the upper two, he's just creepy. He's meant to be creepy. He's kind of like a sociopath. He's a serial killer type of personality that you don't trust him. You don't know what he's thinking. Get creeped out and freaked out by him.
His abilities too, like his ability to just like
the ice stuff,
like turn his blood into ice, and then that just affecting you. Maybe that's
the spores
part of like, why he's stronger than Akaza, because like he's attacking you.
Oh yeah,
from the inside, basically.
Like Akasa just has like a perfect defense, and this guy like his offense seems to be like where I think that is probably another weakness that Akasa has, where this guy can just shoot from a distance. He doesn't ever have, and he also seems like the kind of guy where if you would be fighting him, he wouldn't have like that. In this movie they talked about like having that intent to like kill. He seems like he would just like have no intent and be so powerful because he's just playing around with you, and it's like you do not know his moves because he just does not have that intent to like actually kill you. But if he does it, oops, I guess I killed you. That wasn't what I intended to do.
And his voice too, like I see the voice acting in the movie was really good.
Yeah.
The one thing though,
because Michelle you saw it sub, right? I just want to say that out there. You saw this movie sub, right?
No, because I watched it with my kids, so I watched it
dub.
I am gonna watch it again, and we'll watch it sub. Because my preference is actually when I go watch them by myself, it's sub.
Okay, I just wanted to make that clear because me and Raul also saw it though. Sorry, Raul.
Yeah. No, yeah. Thank you. That's a good point to bring up. But the one thing that kind of did throw me off a bit was Zenitsu with the voice. So the voice actor for him is the same voice actor that does Sun Jin-woo in Solo Leveling. So he's in this one. I don't know. You kind of get used to the really high pitched, kind of like scared Zenitsu the whole time.
Because he was locked in.
I know, but it was so weird. I was like, "What's happening? Like, who is this,
dude? No,
I know."
I loved it too. This is like, ever since the last season, and you see Zenitsu like fall, and he's just locked in, as Michelle said it. I loved it. I'm like, hell yeah, no more of this like scary, like gotta wait for him to be sleeping. It's not even really. Is it really even him fighting? Like, nope. Like, hey, I came here. I'm doing this thing. He created a brand new move in order to defeat.
I was so proud of him.
That, which to me says that he surpassed even that guy. Yeah, and because he created a brand new move, and that's something that's like
sense. Because if you know how to do the first form, like the basics. You can't create anything new if you don't understand the basics of something.
For anybody that hates on Zenitsu, I just want to say Zenitsu gives the best like moves in the whole like anime. I feel like he has in general, some of the best.
I think like lightning and all that stuff is like one of the best looking type of move in anime or like power.
Yeah, can't go wrong with that.
Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, that's why I'm wearing yellow because everybody knows Pikachu's my favorite Pokemon.
That's part of the reason why Thor is so popular is because it's all like thunder and lightning type of stuff too. So yeah, in general, lightning always looks awesome, especially in anime.
I do think that upper six like blood, now that I understand like what it does when it's like it's not just electricity, but the electricity itself can start like hurting you and will kill you. I did think that was also pretty deadly. And I'm like, damn, cracking you. I'm like, damn, I can see that becoming like super dangerous if he would have gotten stronger. And I accept what he said, that it's true that he probably did defeat him because he hadn't gotten used to his like demon body or what he can do. So like to me that also made sense. Like I didn't have any problems with that.
What was like wild though is that they didn't announce, like the crows didn't announce like Zenitsu.
Hell, what's up with that? What is up with that? I saw that today from somebody else, and I'm like, I was thinking that the whole time I was watching the movie.
Like, my guy just like made that's a huge win for him.
Huge, yeah.
And he didn't get his flowers.
He did not like, hey, like you know, like how much motivation that would have given everybody. Like, oh shit, like Zenitsu like defeated an upper six. Like we can do this. And like, nope. Like, oh man. That did upset me a little. Maybe because his bird is like, he doesn't have a crow. He has the little bird, the sparrow. So maybe a sparrow
wasn't down there.
Yeah, that's why, because it was only crows and no sparrow.
Since we're talking about the crows, wasn't it so cool how they had the ability to see like the Infinity Castle and reporting to like the home base? Oh my god, that was so cool. And that's just drawing.
It was so thoughtful, yeah.
Awesome.
That's the only way I can believe that they can navigate and manage to eventually like find Muzan, because they have these damn crows. Because if not, like, yeah, it's like you're running in there blindly.
Yeah, it was just so cool to see how like everybody just came together for this big, as part of this like huge plan.
Yeah.
To take down Muzan. I was so impressed and just so like.
So to me, like, you know, lately some of the demons after the Mugen Train, some of the Demon Slayer movies that we've gotten, they haven't really been movies. They've been more like 2 episodes of the last season and then 2 episodes of the new season.
Wow, this was a movie.
So I was really surprised because I really thought, you know, at 2.5 hours, I was like, oh, they'll probably do 30 minutes of the last. You know, that kind of sets the mood up to like, you know, let's get into this. Like, to my surprise, right away, it just starts right away with them falling. And I wish they kind of would have kept the same music when, you know, it ended, because that music, you know, them falling in the last season is amazing. But yeah, like, I love that about this movie. I love that, again, 2.5 hours. I think everything that we got was needed. I wouldn't take a minute. Michelle, like you mentioned, like why this is not a perfect movie for me. And I think the only time that I had issues, and this could have been maybe a stamina test because we were seeing this movie very late, but there was a little bit too many backstories for my liking. And it was just because, you know, like, I'm like, oh, god damn. Like, I know, like, you know, like, yes, we should get a backstory, but I don't know. It's just like, I think there was just one or too many backstories that I'm like, you know, and maybe this could go back to me expecting the Doma fight to have been in the next movie, because then I think that's when we should have gotten more of like Doma's backstory. Like, if you're gonna say it, say it. Don't like give me part 2 of that story next season, because like, to me, I'm sort of left off as like, okay, that's it. Like, that's his backstory. He was just like beautiful kid, but I'm sure there's gonna be another half to that story in the next movie. But yeah. That was the only complaint, and it's a small complaint. Other than that, don't really have anything. And I think that's the complaint that I've kind of seen from other people too, if I'm being honest.
See, I'm a big like, give me all the lore, all the backstory, everything. So I was like, yeah. I mean, even Akaza, I will say he's not my favorite.
I love him,
but they get me almost every single time. Where then you feel sorry for the demon.
You do.
Damn, like I'm like kinda get him now. I kind of like him, but like I kind of hate him.
No, like that was probably like the one time where like I'm to my surprise that I held the tear in, because I'm like, I'm not gonna start crying next to my man Raul. Like, that guy's like, you know, there's a reason why he's a stone Hashira. But I held it in, and like
because I was bawling the whole time. I'm kidding.
Yeah. But to me, like, Akaza is like one of those people that was so strong. He never really wanted to be a demon. He just kind of like, Muzan came in, like hit him in his brain, where he kind of like took away all his memories and like just made him a weapon. Like, hey, I'm gonna do this. I know you're a great fighter. You have no history, memories of what you were before this. So he just weaponized them without ever really like him knowing who he truly was. I think if he did have like even a speck of his memories, like, I don't think he would have done this for however long he did it. So it's like, to me, that's the tragedy of that demon. I mean, he chose to end himself. You know, it wasn't like, oh damn, they got me and this was my backstory and I'm kind of sad about that I never knew it. No, it was like he could have kept going, but because these memories just started flowing into him, he just like, you know, he pulled the trigger on his own. He's like
he's the only one that could destroy himself because he regenerated. Like,
yeah, like Tanjiro, they're never gonna know why he did that. To them, they're probably like, why? Like, they're never gonna understand that. So it's just one of those things that only us as the audience are ever gonna like understand. Like, damn, this guy had him.
Maybe Tanjiro would, because he's very empathetic, you know.
Yeah.
I think maybe he did. Whatever. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. And you know, one of the things that I swear to you, you know, I feel like in the manga they had mentioned that Akaza doesn't hurt women. Like, and I don't know, maybe they mentioned it in the anime itself, but I felt like that was something that it was established somewhere, and I didn't do like my
in the manga because I don't think it's ever been mentioned in the anime, but I know that, or maybe
like I don't know, but I know that's something about him that he just does not hurt women, and I think maybe children. That and Musan allowed this. Musan allowed him to like, okay, I'll allow you to not hurt women and children. And I think part of the reason because he knew maybe if he hurt women, he would regain his memories, and I think that was like the only reason why he never like let him like. He like said like no, like I cannot risk this guy even remembering a hint of his memories because then he could turn into my enemy. But I don't like. I was a little disappointed that wasn't mentioned in the movie because again now I'm like rethinking it like, did I read this? Did I not? But I remember, and that also makes me a little bit more sad about him, like knowing that he was a demon, but he never. Not that makes you better, but at least you have a code, like, hey, I'm only killing like men as opposed to like killing women and
as
children,
opposed
which
to Doma, who just prefers to kill women.
yeah, I hate him. Yeah, true.
Yeah. Oh, but man, the battle between Tanjiro, Giyu, and
oh my god,
dude,
that had me. I was like on the edge of my seat, like so many times where I was like, okay, they're gonna get him. This is it. And then like it, like the turn, like the tables turn or something, and I'm like worried here, and I'm like, oh shit.
Dude, that's when it pays to see it with a full audience. Because man, when those cuts came and they came quick and fast, like hearing the audience, like, oh, damn, like, like Tanjiro, like, yeah, that was beautiful.
I love Tanjiro so much.
And I will say, like, besides the lightning, especially with both of them, with the water and the fire, like the animation, yeah, with the animation, that's probably like the other best two combinations for like the sword strikes, because especially the water, it just completely reminds me of like the Japanese style tattoos.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And it completely just makes me want to get a tattoo of Demon Slayer with fire or water, both.
You got a tattoo Demon Slayer
specific? Demon Slayer tattoo.
I didn't know that.
Let's see if you guys can see it. Tanjiro's earring.
But you know what? I do remember that. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
And when I was watching his earrings in this movie, like I'm like, damn, I should really put that somewhere in my body. So I had that same thought.
On your cheek.
On my cheek. Yeah, that's so popular.
I've actually wanted to get a Demon Slayer tattoo also. I've always liked Tanjiro's my favorite character. A lot of different reasons. Because he's very empathetic.
The fire one right here?
No, not. But I've always loved ever since he figured out how to do the Hinokami Kagura. It was actually when he had his fight in season 2 with
the Upper Moon
at that time. Yeah. Yutaro, I think, and Tengen. And he was like locked in and his eyes are all like white and then like there's all this fire around him. Like I can always envision that scene, and that's like the one. I guess I just want to get that manga panel like on to always look at it and be like motivated.
To me, so we're talking just Demon Slayer tattoos. To me, it's always like I want a Rengoku tattoo, because even when I see people that do have Rengoku tattoos, just I don't know, it feels like you're paying respect to somebody that, like that should have just kept going in life, and I don't know, that always gets me.
Somebody that set your heart ablaze.
Set your heart ablaze.
But what did you guys think about getting that backstory with Tanjiro's like that? What did you guys think about that?
Oh, that was good. I like that a lot because, again, like, I think that really it's storytelling, right? Like, if Tanjiro just, like, if they never would have showed us that and he would have just, like, figured that out somehow or just started doing this thing, we would have been so confused and lost. But the fact that, like, he remembered, like, his father passed, right?
Yeah.
When you think back, his whole family got murdered. But to think that
Nezuko,
I mean, aside from Nezuko, but just to think that you one day lost everything, but from a spiritual standpoint, they're still with you. Still guiding, because that happens a lot. Like Shinobu saw her older sister, and like all of these things, or sometimes they would get flashed.
Well, their parents,
or their parents.
Yeah.
So then, for Tanjiro to see this flashback of his dad, or just to remember, and for them saying like his dad was someone who was sick, again, like for him to be able to do that, like as someone who is sick, like basically in bed, and be able to chop the head of a bear, again, it kind of goes with like this whole
big bear, a
big huge bear, like that's can look in so many different ways.
Yeah, and like I mean, he said that he struck him twice, and even like when they did it in slow motion, I couldn't even see that second. Like
I didn't see it. Yeah,
it's just like I
so I
saw the
thought it
one.
was cool. I thought that was a very beautiful scene that they went back to, and it added, I think, to the progression of that story to make it be more impactful.
Yeah,
yeah, and it kind of puts, I guess, more context into the whole, like the reason why Tanjiro is who he is because he like descends from this like sun breathing people, which is why his dad was able to do this. And then
what makes you think that?
what do you mean? Everything in the last season?
In the last season, they said it.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
and then the earrings.
The
Yeah,
earrings.
yeah, yeah.
I like how you guys assume that he's just a descendant, but okay.
Well, I know.
You better
No,
not spoil anything,
no, I'm
Carlos.
messing with you. I mean, dude,
No.
the dad looks just like the Upper Moon One, which the Upper Moon One I think might be like just like either related to Tanjiro or I don't know what, because he looks just like the dad in his human
Can I give
form.
a theory that might be a spoiler? Like, by the way, I never read the manga. I don't know if it's a spoiler, but like as soon as I saw him, the upper one, I was like, I think that's the guy that was like the little statue dude. Like it looks like him. So like
statue, dude?
It was the training.
Yeah,
Okay.
the training dummy with the 6 arms.
That's right, the robot. Yeah.
Like honestly, there's a theory. I don't know for sure, but it might be true. I don't know if it is, but like I think that's that guy. Like, and it kind of makes me wonder like what happened, because he was like the first like breather or whatever. He was like a sun breather, and then something happened for some reason somehow that he turned into a demon, and now he's the upper one, which would make sense as to why he's number one.
Yeah, and honestly, like I didn't know that the dance was something that you did from morning to like the whole night. So
For the full day, yeah.
So to me that makes more sense that like Tanjiro's like so like he remembers it, because it's not one of those things where like, oh yeah, my dad did it for like 5 minutes, and I would say like, you watch your dad do this and you know
he's
that
sick. And
every
he
year
did in the snow. Yeah, January 1st.
He used to tell him, he's like, teach me so I can do it.
Well, yeah, he eventually would take it over, so it all kind of like fits in perfectly. So that, yes, I know I love to learn more about him and see more, and I think we're just kind of like we'll have to wait. And I don't know if we're gonna have to wait till like the second or third movie, but I want to know more about like Tanjiro's like lineage and his family, and kind of go back to the beginning of like when Muzan started and see how the demon slayers.
Maybe I'm getting confused.
We did see someone who was like a kid. Yeah. I mean, his whole thing is like he was a kid and, he's looking for this flower.
I will not comment on.
Wait, who?
Like, we kind of saw him as a child.
We saw his backstory.
Yeah, we saw his backstory. He was like a sick child. No.
But I know things about the Upper Moon One and all of this, so I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, don't say anything.
I mean, I thought it was really bad luck that Zenitsu's like the Upper Moon 6 like ran into him. Like, I'm like, of all the Upper Moons that you could have ran into, I think when you do run into the first one, it's just like
he's scary.
Yeah, he's scary. There's probably no chance in hell like his group that he was with like could have even made it. Just the fact that he potentially saw something in him that made him think like, oh, I'll offer you my blood, like, and you might not even turn into a demon because my blood is just so prestige. But yeah, like, dude, that's I don't know what I would have done, because again, like, people want to live and you're in that situation. It's like, what do? Do you just kind of call it quits, or do you want to like continue to live your life? I do feel like he would have ended him so quick though. Like, if you just say no and spill the blood, he said it.
Wouldn't even
like,
feel it.
Yeah, he's like, I would have, eliminated you even before the blood touched the ground.
Yeah, that's why I would have been like, nah, just take me out.
Yeah. Dude, and the fact that another demon that's not Muzan can turn somebody into a demon, that kind of shows you how strong he is, because Musan's really supposed to be the only one that's able to turn people into demons.
Is he? I don't know. It's in like, because you can get scratched from other ones. No, I don't remember, if I'm being honest.
No, from what I've seen, I think only Muzan was able to.
If they give their blood, which is technically Muzan's blood, runs through their veins, I don't.
Maybe because the upper one probably has the most of Musan's blood, I would assume. So maybe that's why that could be a reason. But because the Mugen Hashira's brother, he was eating demons in the last season, but he didn't turn into a demon. But he kind of got some of the features and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I'm so curious to see like who he goes up against.
The Mugen Hashira?
No, his Genya, his brother.
Yes,
his brother. Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of hope both of them find each other. and
Yeah.
they both
Fight
have
together.
fight together.
Oh,
Who's left? Like we've got.
What-
We already know who's gonna.
well, it just 1 and 2.
I think it sucks. It's like your
Unless they
whole
have
goal.
new 4 and 5.
Well, your whole goal is like if we kill Musan, that's it. But it's like you're fighting, wasting your energy. Like it's freaking incredible. And obviously Tanjiro and Kisu, what's his name? Yeah, they're gonna continue to fight. But it's like the way we left them, like, dude, like those guys are like done. Like, just let them rest. They're
gonna
out.
have to rest, and then I think it's gonna be the other ones that we didn't see in battles are gonna team up together to like fight or either.
But by the time we reach Musan, everybody's exhausted. Everybody has lost blood. Like, I don't know who's like realistically gonna be able to like even take him on. And you see the form he's in right now. It's just like so creepy. He's like in a giant meatball, like just trying to like recoup himself.
No, poor demon lady that I forgot her name.
Yeah.
Some of the Hashira haven't gotten their mark yet, and I feel like if they all
That's
together and they're near Tanjiro, maybe they can kind of hold on a little bit more because they'll have their mark activated.
That's true. That's 100%. I forgot about that. That's still in play for them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like it happened for Giyu.
Yeah. What did you think about once we did learn like we talked a little bit of Akasa's backstory, but what did you think like about Channing Tatum's like performance, his voice acting? I thought he did like
Dude,
like
honestly, he did a good job.
Anytime a celebrity steps in to do voices, like people are always like, oh, they should have just gone with a professional voice actor. But I think he did like a great job.
It should have been Chris Pratt.
No,
I'm kidding.
No, and he said he did this because he watches this with his daughter.
His daughter,
yeah. So that's why he did this. I bet you it was never about the paycheck. I bet you the paycheck was crap. It was just like like awesome. Like I'll be part of this.
It was just a passion project. Which
absolutely.
Really awesome.
Yeah, I think he did a great job. I thought that whole that story takes up like a good 20 minutes of the last couple minutes of the movie, but I thought it was really cool just to learn like. He took him in. He put him with his daughter. I think just having him and his daughter like have a friendship and like how again the daughter's like you're like the only one that could envision me still being around like next week or a year. I'm like that's so because like even the mom didn't see that life for her, so she like had to like So yeah, dude, all those 69 people that he killed, they all deserved it in my opinion.
Yeah.
Ro was like, no, they didn't do that.
They did. They 100% did if they poisoned that well.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. I would have crashed out like that too. Crash out, King. You deserve it.
But I'm saying how like he just seems like just as a human, he was so strong. Because I mean, like he didn't like go against up like 69 like just simple civilians. He went up to like people that were training, part of a dojo, had swords, and like for him to have done that, it's just like what a monster. He was just truly a monster. Like when it came to his skills.
Well, even when he was a kid, he would like constantly be beat by the magistrate because he kept stealing.
Yeah.
To get medicine for it.
I know.
Oh yeah, that's another thing.
And then as soon as his dad found out what he was doing, he hung himself.
That was sad. Like his life was just tragedy after tragedy.
Yeah. I wish his dad had a little bit of like his pink like eyelashes or whatever.
Yeah.
I guess the mom probably comes from the mom, but I'm like but he has beautiful eyes. So I was just like, oh man, your eyes are like gorgeous. Those pinks.
Yes. But it's so cool. I like this movie. I think I saw that it's currently like 99% or something on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, I mean, I cannot wait to see what the box office is so that, we can kind of start tallying up all the money because it's already made so much, overseas. We're kind of like the last people to get it.
Yeah.
So I just want to know, because sadly, sometimes like Hollywood gets the wrong lessons from this. So it's like all of a sudden, like people just don't really want live action. I truly love like two-hand animations and some like this movie does it perfectly with hand animation and then like tries on some things. And it's just like, that's really what I want, like if I see in this movie in 20 years, an AI is doing most of the work and like a recreation with like real people, is it really gonna do anything for me when I just saw perfection? And honestly, of all the anime movies that I've ever seen, the only one that I put above Demon Slayer is like this Dragon Ball movie that came out in like 2019 or something, which is like the Broly.
Oh yeah.
Like Broly Return. And dude, that movie was truly an experience that like holy F, this is amazing, this is great, this is like the greatest thing I've ever seen. But this movie comes like close to dethroning like that movie is for me being like number one movie anime experience like of all my life. But yeah.
Well, I think with the animation, the big draw, or at least for me, the big thing that I really love and that really kind of astonishes me and kind of impresses me is whenever they get really creative with the animation. That this is a perfect example because they mixed in different types of animation.
Yep.
Especially in the beginning, because you have your regular Demon Slayer animation, and even in the last season too, that they mixed in the Magikarps as I call them. Like the walking around fish, like that they were animated differently, and then in this one, like even with like the dust and stuff like that, you could tell that was computer like type of animation, which was different than what they had. But you kind of see that with the Spider-Verse movie, and then even with the Ninja Turtle movie, that they just animate things differently and creatively, and to me that's a big draw, and it kind of just having something different and that's not the same, because Studio Ghibli has their own like type of animation. You know when it's a Studio Ghibli movie, and each thing kind of has its own signature, but whenever they get creative, whenever they do things differently, and it just especially pull it off so well, I think it's just gorgeous and just adds to the experience.
It just makes you appreciate the art.
Yeah.
The art of anime and like the different art styles that come with it, and the music. For me, I love the music. I added so many of those songs to my playlist.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know about you guys, but I
like
left
the falling one.
Theater. Yes. I left the movie theater feeling so hyped. I was like, I'm ready to go to the gym right now.
Well, you know, lately I've been like a really into like theme parks. Like I'm talking about like, you know, going to Florida and going to like Harry Potter land or whatever. They really like put you in like you're somewhere else, you know, like, oh shit, like I left, you know, my world and I'm somewhere else. Like I'm surprised that like we're not getting these like anime parks here, like, you know, like
Not here in the US.
Yet.
Like, yeah, like where we live, like we have Six Flags and we have like, you know, we got to go to Florida if we want to go, or California to go some of these parks. But I'm like, dude, when is somebody like gonna realize that like the moment you give me like a JJK, a Demon Slayer, a Naruto land, like so,
or just anime in general.
Like how much money, like forget all these like, you know, Disney, like it's just like that's to me that's the future, you know, like if everything is just kind of like Disney movies, or maybe, you know, they have
you
to
get
like
all the Gen Alpha.
Yeah, I mean, they're redoing a lot of their classics just because, like, you know, some of the newer ones aren't hitting and stuff. But like, dude, anime, there's just so many you can grab anywhere you want, and it's just like, yeah, you have like a great story, great world, and it's just like with Demon Slayer, I just feel like we need to just make this like the normal, like you know, anime's here, anime's people want it, nobody's scared to like say, oh, I'm an anime fan, or at least, I mean, I guess some people still, but yeah, it's just kind of like, you know, like again, I like to say.
Now, though.
Yeah, it's so mainstream. It's just it's impossible. You know, I think even Netflix like goes all in on anime properties because they realize that that's what their audience is watching. Like they're watching anime.
Well, there's a big reason why Sony bought Crunchyroll.
But yeah, they were smart to do that.
Yeah, because like Crunchyroll's Sony's only streaming service.
Yeah. You know who of the two Hashiras I want to mention really quick is like I think the Serpent Hashira and the Love Hashira, they really complement each other because of their weapons.
Yeah.
So I think there's such a good combo that like I'm ready to see in the next movie, because I think the Love Hashira didn't even really get as much as she could have gotten with such a cool weapon that she has. That I think with the Love Hashira and the Serpent Hashira, because their weapons are so like can, you know, just extend, or it just feels like, I don't know, like I'm ready for that.
They dance around each other.
Oh wow, yeah. So I'm super ready for that, man. If that's like for next movie, that's the thing, like the Love Hashira and the Serpent Hashira, like let's go, man.
Dude, I can't wait for the Stone Hashira.
Yeah.
The first time I saw him fight was against Muzan. My God, that's the moment that he became my favorite Hashira, because dude, it was so cool. It's just so different, and he's big and bulky and
well, yeah, he just seems like the only one that has like the true stamina, or like the weapon that can just kind of like like beat any of them. So
yeah, just I think, do so much damage.
I think he'll go up against the Upper Moon 1 if I had to like put money on it, for sure.
That's
he probably has the best chance.
Yeah, with a weapon as a reach, for sure. Yeah.
Would he go 1-on-1?
I hope not.
I don't know. Hope not. Well, hope none of these guys do.
Tokiro was with him, no?
Yeah.
It might be him, and I would hope that the Wind Hashira and his brother. So then it's like 4 versus that guy.
Yeah, I like the Wind Hashira because he just seems like he just does not mess around. Like I feel like he just has the most.
I'm so upset with him. I'm never gonna get over what he did to Nezuko.
I know.
Yeah, he's kind of a jerk.
I don't like him, but after the last season, I'm like,
I know.
his powers are kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, he's the one that just is all cut it up, man. Like, I feel kind of a little bad.
He's just a jerk. And
Yeah.
to your point, like, I will never forgive him for what he did in Nezuko.
For Nezuko, we got her just sleeping. You know, she's just sleeping.
No, struggling.
For life.
Oh, true.
Yeah, because whatever antidote or whatever to her demonness.
Yeah, remove it.
We'll see what happens with that too, though, because like I feel like it's not gonna work all the way. Like, at best, it'll partially work, but I don't think it's gonna fully undemonize her.
Sorry, I like the way you said that.
I hope.
I mean to laugh, undemonize her.
I really hope that she gets a shot at having a human.
Oh, for sure.
Life, you know.
I think she'll get something similar to it, but I don't think she's ever going to be full human.
So much.
It's been so long that I don't even.
Yeah.
I don't remember what her actual height age is. Like, it's like when she becomes human, what age is she gonna be in? Is she gonna be like
younger than Tanjiro, so probably like I don't know, like 14, 15?
14.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think her human age was like 14.
Yeah, because I think Tanjiro right now is 16 or 17, and he's the oldest.
Okay, then, yeah. So I'm like, I don't want her to come back in like adult woman form. All of a sudden.
I think she'll stay as
a teen.
Yeah, as how she died, even though she's older, but
yeah,
her body kind of
stayed.
It's kind of like the Twilight vampires, where they just stay like
the same age. Yeah,
dude. So I just had a great vampire movie idea. And, you know, I'm just going to say it so somebody can make it, but hear me out. You ready for this?
No.
Okay, vampires in space.
My God. So Dracula 2000 with Gerard Butler?
No, they did not go to space.
Yes! It was Gerard Butler. He was Dracula, and he was in space. But
he did not go to space.
He was in space.
No, he was not.
Yes, he was.
It's not in
Dracula 2000.
Okay, is that it? You're thinking Jason 2000.
No, that's Jason X. Yeah. But also Dracula 2000 was in space.
No. Here's my pitch. The U.S. government.
They were in space. Hold on.
No,
they were in space.
Oh wow! I'll have to rewatch that movie then, because clearly I blacked
it was so
out.
Bad. It was Gerard Butler, but it was so bad.
I know there's a Gerard Butler where he plays Dracula, but I do not ever imagine any scene of him in space. Okay.
Yep, it was in space. It was bad.
When my pitch of my vampire movie that's never going to be made is the U.S. government captures like a vampire, and they're like, all right, you know.
Yeah, well, actually, it was not set in space.
Told you.
It was contemporary New Orleans.
Told you, bro. Don't ever.
You may be thinking of Dracula 3000, a different unrelated 2004. That was set in space.
Okay, no, okay, wait. Back to my real movie that's gonna be made. So the U.S. government captures a vampire. He puts like, hey, we're gonna send you to space on the dark side of the moon so you can build like a station there, and you built a movie against like a space station that's built in the moon, and one of the guys is like a vampire, and like, you know, people don't know he's a vampire, but he's a vampire. He's not the bad guy. He's like there to like keep things on track, and eventually, guys, we got to write this movie. I'm not pitching the whole movie. I'm just telling you the concept of the movie that I want.
I'm confused. So
is he supposed to be framed as the bad guy at some point?
No, we'll build some kind of problem, where obviously him being a vampire is gonna come in to save the day. Maybe
so like the fact that he doesn't need oxygen, maybe.
Exactly. There you go, man. Okay, there you go. That's where
he's already cold and undead, so he's not affected by the.
You see where I'm going with this? We just throw a xenomorph in there, and baby, we got ourselves a stew. Oh, but yeah, all right. I broke Raul. All right, people, if you have money, grab your parents' credit cards. Go watch the dub. No, go watch the dub and the sub Demon Slayer movie. Those are my
Infinity Castle.
Yes, it was so funny. One final thing that they kept saying this Infinite Castle many times, and I was like, just say Infinity Castle. And then at the end, when they finally call it towards the end of the movie, in this Infinity Castle,
it's like what are
so satisfying.
It's like, what are we gonna do about this thing? It's just so infinite. Yeah, it's almost like an infinity castle.
I know.
That's pretty funny. We should, when the movie comes out, we should take shots anytime they mention infinite.
The infinite castle.
They say infinite instead of infinity.
Infinite. Yeah, they kept calling it this infinite castle. I'm like, just call it the infinity castle.
Dude.
Hey, so a video that I saw that like blew my mind, that because I don't think I noticed it before I saw the movie. Apparently, the main guy, I'm horrible with names. Apparently, the main Demon Slayer guy with all the burns that sacrifice himself. Yeah, the master. He has 7 kids.
Oh yeah, he has kids. So like, yeah.
So the 2, because I thought it was just the 2 that died with him. No, but he had 5 other kids.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, man.
They
to
kept
like
the son.
Yeah.
Like under wraps too. Like he was always in disguise, so they wouldn't know.
Yeah, because I'm guessing he's going to be the descendant.
Now he's like the next one. Yeah.
The next master. They're so nice.
Makes it more sad because like in order for them to like lure Muzan to like, at the end of the last season, it was like you had to sacrifice those girls because like, you're like, oh,
and the wife.
Yeah, but it's just like the girls kind of like are the ones that hurt the most, and you have to sacrifice your kids because then he'll.
And they did it so gladly, like.
I think it's just they understood, like.
They're so selfless.
Yeah,
and it hurts me.
Of doing that.
I always forget about his daughters because, like, I remember them in the first season. I always thought, like, man, they're so creepy looking.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why I thought they were gonna be like maybe more of the plot to the story, but obviously even I forgot about them eventually. But it's like, like they look so creepy.
Yeah,
but part of like it's needed so that the master's like blood can be whatever.
Yeah. In the last season, that's when they kind of grew on me because they showed up with some of the Hashira or some of the backstories that they said. I don't remember if it was the Winder or Tokido.
Yeah. Well, I had fun with you. Thanks for seeing the movie, Miro. Michelle, thank you for being here.
Thank you too.
I hope you get out of that infinite castle.
I hope so.
Shot.
Till next time, we'll find out if she got out or not.
I might still be trapped in there.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you. Have a good night. Bye.
Going.